Disney Heroes updated on a Wednesday, which is odd, because I usually expect them to do it on Tuesdays. So, what is there to expect, first of all? Okay, we can do that later. What did they change? I think this mostly just changes the prize wall. There's also a few stuff added, and one new hero. I can scroll all the way down, and it's the doggo, Bolt. I remember watching Bolt when I was a kid. Ah, yes, I really like that movie. Now, I wonder if when they add Mittens, will Rhino be its own character, or will Rhino just be thrown onto Mittens' character, like Pluto and Doug, are just like sidekicks to everyone else? I'd imagine that's where they'd go, because I don't know how they'd give an entire skill set to a hamster. Mushu's already pretty tiny, and I think Basil's actually bigger than Mushu. Is he? Hang on, who's bigger? Oh, okay, hold on, I need to check that out. What's a spar? Hang on, okay, search. Baz. There we go. And then, if I can just type in Mushu. How big? Yeah, Basil's bigger than Mushu. So Mushu really is just the smallest character in the whole game. So I just wonder how small Rhino would be if he was actually a character. Looks like we're gonna do this the hard way. Let's see. This pup packs a punch, superpowered and ready to rumble. Bolt is 4 legs of fuzzy fury. Oh, okay, that was difficult to say. Midline damage character, and this is part of the prize wall that's starting in the next. So basically, gonna be super easy to get this guy maxed out. So you bet I'm gonna actually level this guy up, because I actually really like Bolt, and I would love using Bolt in action. Anyway, all its abilities. Super Bolt. Okay, Super Bark. Bolt. Let's hang on. Let me see it. Let me see your foot posture. No, that's not how it works. You're supposed to. Okay, you got the front paw right, but then you're supposed to put out your back paw as well, like 1 step forward, 1 step backwards, and then a loud bark. Oh well. Anyway. Bolt lets out a super bark, which deals normal damage to all enemies while knocking them back and blinding them for 10 seconds, and the blind has a chance to fail, yada yada yada. Super jump. Bolt jumps up and lands on the ground with force. I just realized, Bolt was the OG super jumper before Fred started saying super jump. Bolt jumps up and lands up on the ground with force, sending debris towards the closest enemy. The enemy takes normal damage and has their armor reduced by 50%. Armor reduction has a chance to fail. Not liking the amount of chance to fails here. Oh, another one here. Bolt charges and headbutts the enemy with the highest normal crit, dealing normal damage and stunning them for 8 seconds. Bolt also steals energy and oh, that's a lot of energy, actually. Removes all shields from the enemy. The stun, energy shield, and shield removal all have a chance. That's dumb. I don't like that. I might actually drop Bolt just because of how many chances to fail he has. Oh, of course. This one is the only one that doesn't have a chance to fail. Okay, sure. Bolt's basic attack deals bonus true damage, and he gains 60% attack speed and movement speed when he has 500 or more energy. Okay, so that's interesting. That's actually really good. It means that the more energy he has, the stronger he gets. Cool. Bolt gains 70% attack speed and movement speed for 6 seconds after using a skill. Dang. That's actually really good, because that means he instantly he'll probably be super speedy. Bolt use also reduces the remaining cooldown of super jump and super speed by 2 seconds every 3 basic attacks. Wow, okay. Good to know. And he's gonna be super demonic speed, so expect to see a lot of Bolt using his skills. A lot. He's barely gonna use his basic attack, which means this isn't gonna be used very often. Enemies hit by super speed have their tenacity and evasion reduced by 30% for 5 seconds, so that's gonna be a good counter to like Beast and who would that be? Peter Pan? But Peter Pan's already really useless. The tenacity and evasion reduction have a chance to fail against enemies above level yada yada yada. So and then you have your friends. Basic damage. Each basic attack from Bolt heals him for 44 HP. Bolt's basic attack now targets the enemy with the most energy and remove 50... Okay, I like that one. Use this one, unless this one is also a lot better. This one actually has a lot of information. Let's see. Skill power, max HP, super speed, deals more normal damage. The armor and reality... Okay, deals a little more normal damage to the armor. Oh, this is a completely new sentence. They need to add periods on these so I know. The armor and reality reduction from super speed have a chance to... Really? Really? They're adding one here too? That's so annoying. Oh my, really? I mean, okay, I guess disc, we can just make sure that this disc is always maxed out, but wow, that's a bummer. Bolt is precise while he using super speed. Enemies hit by super speed have their armor and reality decreased by 50% for 8 seconds. Okay, on one hand, precise is a really good skill to have, but on the other hand, Bolt's basic attack now targets the enemy with the most energy and removes 50 energy for... That's really good too. I think, me personally, I'd go for Clawhauser's disc, but I feel like a lot of people would rather go for Cheshire Cat. Or would they, simply because it has a chance to fail? This is the first memory disc to have a chance to fail. That's dumb. Now, what about your battle badge? When 3 enemies are knocked back, which... Does this knock back everyone? Damaging... Yeah, all enemies, so yeah. The minute you use your super bark, you are basically... You become even faster! Speed Demon Bolt. I want you on my team. Just because. Hang on, what? And then it's gonna be super easy to unlock you too, so... Unfortunately, I cannot test you out in battle. So, that's unfortunate. Is there anything else I need to do here? Ah, my nose is blocked a bit. Who needs their skills leveled up? Yeah, you. Oh, wait, are those still... Oh, wait, those are maxed. Okay, I see. Did things get bigger? I think they actually changed things up to be a little bigger. Because the skill tree looks bigger than I remember. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. I think I'm just losing my mind. Can I help with any skills here? Oh, no. Those are all maxed out. Cora, sure. We'll just have all these ready. And now we need to get our coin. There we go. There's all the coin I need. And there's some battles here to do. And I really don't like how the filter always changes depending on... whatever I do, so go back to power, please. No yellow... Oh, wait, hang on. New challenges, right. Deal critical damage 5... Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. Win 20 breaker fights this week in Invasion. That shouldn't be too difficult. I'm on the yellow team, and I have some really good yellow team heroes. Throw in you two. Dutchman's kind of an... yeah. Davy Jones is kind of annoying to deal with, just simply because... he has to use that curse, and then it just keeps popping up if it fails to curse, so it's kind of frustrating to deal with most of the time. Which makes it, like, really hard to raid with him and stuff. But he is useful to have because he cannot be killed in a single hit. So I always like having him on my team. Just Curse on Joy, and Jack just finishes everyone off. I really like using Jack as well. That's why I have a lot of weaker heroes, like Vanellope, Hero. Who else is considered weak? Sulley's here? Yeah, Sulley's like one of the worst tanks now, I think. But I still like using him because, well, Sulley I feel like obliged to because he was my first tank and like my first best hero. And I honestly do like using him in City Watch because of that heal. That is very useful. If Peter Pan or Rapunzel had something similar to that, then I think I would probably choose them over Sulley. But until then, I do like having Sulley just for that heal. Hero is also another fine example. I saw a last comment, someone asked, why do I bother with bad heroes? One, because I want to, and I don't like using heroes just because they are good. Otherwise, then I'll just be like everyone else, and I don't really want to play games like that. Also, because Megabot. Megabot has this thing in Invasion, like, against the Mega Virus and Invasion. that they can, when hero spawns in Megabot, this Megabot will just appear behind, will always be at the front line, basically. So basically, it's like a backup tank. If like the frontline heroes are starting to show a little bit of damage, then hero can call in the Megabot and he'll soak up some damage, giving them enough time to regain their HP. So it's just a very useful thing to have. I know there are better summoners like Jasmine or Kristoff. Well, I wouldn't say Kristoff, actually, because Kristoff can lose Sven permanently. But, yeah, I do like using Hero for that specific reason. Vanellope has the splash damage, meaning that in a single basic attack, she can wipe out an entire team. Who else is useful here? Basically, they all just have some sort of special use. I think the only one I would consider useless... Scrooge? I mean, I do use Scrooge, but every time I do use him, he's not that useful. Mainly because he relies too heavily on, like, throwing out his sack of fortune before he can even use his main skill. Which, it's a good skill, but it's like, it relies not really that great. Is there anyone else? Oh yeah, I mentioned before, I ranted last episode how I don't like Peter Pan's skill set. Like, I try to make him good, but he just never... He always disappoints one way or another. Wait, Go-Go, can I unlock your... I can, but I'll be out of coin. Unfortunately. Although I think right now my best hero is Shigo. All the way down here and still packing a punch. So yeah. That's it. That's really all there is to it. I just like using certain heroes. Like, Bolt here, of course, he sounds... All of those skills sound really annoying how they can all fail, but I'm still going to use Bolt just because I like Bolt. And then when Mittens comes... Because I assume that they'll include Bolt and then Mittens. Or maybe it'll just be like Miguel, where they're just alone. So, yeah, Miguel. I'm surprised they have not included Hector yet. Like, it's been ages. You would think that they, like, right off the bat, they would include Coco and Hector. Hector could be the Diamond exclusive hero, and then Miguel would just be the... Was he the daily login? I think he was. I don't remember. Such a long time ago. Still, shocking that no sign of Hector at all. Like, we've already gotten Bolt. What other old heroes would I expect to see in the game? What eventually? I know Chip and Dale are coming soon. A lot of people are excited for that. Della's probably a long time away, but she is in the wiki, so I know she is coming eventually. Probably not a priority because newer hero, like newer cartoon, and all these people here are like... It's made very clear that these are all grown men. So, yeah. So what other heroes from the past would I want? Because now I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think back to my childhood. Back to a lot of old DVDs that I have. A lot of Disney DVDs. And also old cartoons. As I mentioned before, I want Ariel in the game, and I feel like they will eventually add her. Phineas and Ferb seem like another great option. Along with Perry the Platypus, we need Doofenshmirtz. I will not be happy if they do not include Doofenshmirtz. What other old shows are there? Actually, I would actually... Hang on, let me think. Stitch... I would like more of Stitch's cousins, actually. I want Sparky. Sparky's... I remember watching that little movie there, and I really liked Sparky. Any other ones here? Maybe just looking through will give me another option. It's just difficult to know because there are just so many heroes, and all the ones that are on my mind are like the most recent ones, like Molly McGee, but that's never coming to the game because, like, let's face it, who's going to remember who Molly McGee is before she's even come out? Except for people like me. Anna's another one that'll eventually come to the game, although very slowly for some reason. They seem to be pulling her off for quite some time. You would think that because Frozen's like their most marketable show, right? So why wouldn't they add Anna? I'm also curious to see if they would add characters like Cinderella and Snow White. Though I think they would. What skill set would they be, though? Like, Snow White could be like a singing support character that heals and buffs her allies. Cinderella, what would that be? Like, a blind heavy character because of the glass slipper? Would she have a skill set that uses her maid, like her poor outfit, and then switching between her ball gown and her maid outfit? Or what would you call that? Just an old, like, the slave? Because she basically was a slave. And then Aurora. What would you even give Aurora? Would people even want Aurora? Because everyone only watches Sleeping Beauty for Maleficent. And then, speaking of which, what other characters? Disney villains. They've added all the major ones, right? Clayton? Tarzan! There we go. Those are 2 characters that could be added. Tarzan, Jane, Clayton, maybe the old man. Oh, the gorillas. They need to add the gorillas. Just have an army of gorillas in Disney Heroes. Like, forget Clayton and Jane. Just add the father, the mother, Turk, and then Tarzan. And you have a full team of gorillas. And then you just have them waltz around the battlefield, just pounding their chests. Oh, and then you can throw in King Louie, and then full monkey team. Well, ape. They're apes. They don't have tails. Mowgli is another good option. Christopher Robin, Rabbit, Piglet. I'm honestly surprised Piglet's taken this long as well. Chernabog. How would that work? If they actually did add Chernabog. Oh, Daisy Duck. There's another classic idea. The 2 members of the 3 Caballeros, I can never remember their names. I know one of them is Panchito. Quasimodo, there's another idea. And, I just came up with Zeus. You think we could get Zeus in the game? He just comes in and shoots lightning. But realistically, I think the best choice would actually be to add Luca and Alberto and... Oh no, I forgot the name of the girl. No, I need to... Okay, that just proves I need to watch Luca again. Because I feel like, they always add new Pixar heroes whenever a new Pixar film comes out. So I would expect them to add Luca, right? Unless it's like... Did they release Ian right as Onward was released? Because I remember I already watched Onward when Ian came out. So I know it's probably sometime after. And Luca's been out for quite some time now, and still no sign of him. And then we're reaching October soon, so we're going to be seeing some new villains into the mix. And then December comes out, that's when they start releasing more Nightmare Before Christmas heroes, and I'd like to see the Mayor's the only really prominent figure I can think of, aside from Finkelstein. But I think I've rambled on enough. What heroes do you want to see, if there's anyone actually able to watch the video? Because let's face it, ever since of what happened to the old channel, this one's been struggling a lot. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling on about what heroes I want and what older heroes I'd want, what newer heroes I've gone on and on about newer heroes, so I decided to mix it up and think of some older heroes that would work for this game. I think Piglet and Ariel are like the ones I would be most excited for. Would I be excited for Piglet? Probably. I was excited for Pooh Bear, but I just never got around to leveling him up because... I don't know. I think I prioritized Tigger, and I already have so many red heroes that I want to save place for characters that I really, really like using. Even though Pooh Bear is a character that I highly recommend, just because... Even now, I would say Pooh Bear is a really good hero to have, just because that honey is... like a very slow character. And then it just destroys you. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.